Hello, I'm Laird Granger, and welcome to Book Talk. Today we're talking to Gary Troup, novelist and non-fiction author, whose works include The Valenzetti Equation and his newest mystery novel, Bad Twin. Welcome, Gary. Nice to have you here.
Thanks. Glad to be here, Laird.
Bad Twin. What inspired the novel?
I was game fishing off the Florida Keys, and I got to talking to the boat captain. He started telling me about this other business that he had, which was ferrying people and things in and out of Cuba, illegally, of course.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought he'd make a great character, and that was the spark that got the book going.
But the book's not really about him.
No, the boat captain is just a point of departure. But here's this guy. One day he's taking families fishing, and the next day he's making smuggling runs. And it was that duality that intrigued me, how we all have good and bad inside of us.
And is that what the title Bad Twin refers to?
Yeah, the book is a story about a private investigator named Paul Artisan, who's hired by this rich man to track down his missing twin, the supposed bad twin from the title.
But without giving anything away here, who is bad and who is good, that's all part of the mystery, isn't it?
Yes, very much so.
Your book mentions a lot of real-life people, places, and institutions.
Yeah, I try to incorporate real-life stuff into my fiction. Just gives it a lot more veracity.
Like Alvar Hanso and the Hanso Foundation.
Right.
Did including them have anything to do with your non-fiction writing?
Absolutely. I wrote a non-fiction book called The Valenzetti Equation.
About the reclusive Princeton mathematician Enzo Valenzetti and his famous theorem.
Yes.
At least that's what they say it's about. I have to confess, I can't find a copy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, first of all, it was a small printing. And allegedly, now I emphasize allegedly, Alvar Hanso bought up all the available copies, and he bought the rights to reprint.
Why would he do that?
It's a good question.
Your book was critical of him?
No. But as I was doing my research, I discovered that Alvar Hanso is the only guy in the world who has an actual copy of the Valenzetti Equation. Now, despite repeated requests, I was categorically denied access to it. In fact, no one outside the Hanso Foundation has access to it.
And what about inside the Hanso Foundation?
Right. From what I've been able to learn, even within the Hanso Foundation, the Valenzetti Equation is one of the most closely guarded secrets.
That must have made it hard for you to write the book.
And beyond that, look, at every turn, Alvar Hanso and the Hanso Foundation, they try to stop me from writing it. I mean, for whatever reason, they want to keep Valenzetti and his work a secret. They don't want the public to know anything about it. You know what? We're here to talk about Bad Twin.
Sounds like you've got your next piece of non-fiction in the works here.
Look, the Hanso Foundation promotes itself as bettering humanity. And that's all I'm going to say about it right now, because I am going to be writing a book about this. And I'll tell you this, that as soon as people find out what's going on inside this huge, famous, supposedly benevolent foundation, yeah, it's going to shock you.
Tell me about Cindy.
This isn't going to air until after the book's published, right?
That's right. Mm.
Okay. All right, well, I'm an inveterate bachelor. I mean, I never even thought about coming close to getting married until, I started doing research for Bad Twin.
Which required lots of travel to Australia.
8 times, actually. Yeah, I'm kind of a research fanatic. And, a large part of the book takes place down there, so.
Well, of course, your love for deep-sea fishing and the Great Barrier Reef had nothing to do with it.
Hey, come on, that's research. Anyways, either coincidentally or by fate, there is this incredible woman, Cindy. She's a flight attendant.